YouTube family. Man, how are you all doing? Brothers, sisters, how are you all doing? I hope you guys are taking good care of yourselves. I hope you guys are keep putting in the work on yourselves. I hope you guys are keep raising the vibration, the frequency. And my brothers, I hope you guys are keep protecting that energy. Keep being stingy with that energy for as much as is needed, okay, boys? Guys, brothers, uncles. So today, I want to talk about this trauma bond, this trauma bond we put ourselves into, You see, and lately, nowadays, this trauma bond is getting out of control, for people who are still in this hookup culture, just jumping from one relationship to another, without taking time to heal themselves, and this goes for both sides, okay, from my brothers and my sisters, jumping from one relationship to another, not taking time to heal, not taking time to put in the work on themselves, not taking time to even asking themselves some very important questions, and this trauma bond is going out of control. It's going out of control. But the sad part of it is that people really don't understand all this thing is not just on the physical level. It's happening on a spiritual level. People cannot just understand that. You are coming out of one relationship. You don't want to be alone. You don't want to face yourself. You are jumping into another one as fast as is possible. You are hiding from yourself. You don't want to face yourself. And it's getting crazy out here. But people don't know why they are going through everything they are going through. Why they are facing everything they are facing. It's trauma bond. It's trauma bond. You don't take time to heal. You don't give yourself pause. You are out of one relationship, you are hooked in another. You don't learn your lessons. And I don't know up till when these things are going to continue. It's getting crazy. So much things are happening in these relationship things, It's crazy. But people are just seeing it in the physical level. You are hooking up with somebody you don't know. You don't know where this person is coming from. You don't know who this person have been with, who this person have slept with. It's trauma bond. To my sisters, you are giving yourself to somebody you don't know. You just know him in the physical level. You don't take time to think, to analyze, to follow. Sometimes you don't even follow your heart and your intuition. And you open yourself to somebody you don't know. You don't know this person, who he was with. What type of relationship. His life. His background, everything. And then later, everything that is happening in this person's life, all the trauma and everything is going through, will be transferred to you. Of course. Why not? Why not? I have said this in my other video. Sex is not just physical. Sex is spiritual, is something very powerful. But we take it as a joke. Nowadays is considered as nothing. You meet somebody, you guys come into agreement, and that is it. Even if it's for one night, that is it. You don't think. You don't think where this person is from, who has this person slept with before. You don't know nothing about people. You just easy access, instant gratification. We put so much problems that happen to us. We are the one who put it on ourselves. I'm telling you. We put all these problems on ourselves. You need to take a pause. Think. Heal yourself. I'm not here talking like I've been there before. I have been there before, and I've done it in all types of way possible, But after all, I realized that all these things are not serving me for nothing. Nothing. No good. No good. It brings no good into my life. Ooh. That's when I decided to quit, I quit. And I take a pause, from all these relationships and everything, and face myself. Look at myself in the mirror, and face myself. That's what the people are scared of doing. They are scared of facing themselves, It seems to be very hard for people to face themselves, But you have to do it. That's the only way you can heal. I'm telling you. Allah about that. That's the only way you can heal. I'm telling you. You need to take a pause. Ask yourself why things are not going on for you the way you want. How things are turning out to be in your life. It's all trauma bond. And you need to heal from it. And it's not a 1 week or 2 week or 1 month process. It's a long process. And you need to be on it. You need to heal. And how to heal? You need to abstain. You need to abstain. You need to break all these curses you have put upon yourself. You need to abstain. You need to protect your energy. My brothers, you need to protect your energy. My sisters, you need to be celibate. You need to go celibate. You need to clean yourself. You need to take back your energy and power from where you have given it. We are going through a lot, but it's all trauma bond. Trauma bond. When you are out of a relationship, stop. Don't just 1 week later you meet somebody, okay, it's all good, you guys just have a little conversation and all is good. You hooked up with each other. You don't know each other, no way. You need to take time to know each other. We put ourselves in so much situations just because we don't want to face ourselves. We cannot look ourselves in the mirror. But that's the only way we need to heal. We don't want to be in isolation. We don't want to be in isolation. We just want to be out here, acting like it's all good. While deep inside it's not good. There are a lot of things that need to be fixed. A lot of things that need to be put in place. A lot of healing that needs to be done. People are scared of solitude. They don't want to be on themselves, to work on themselves. That's the only way out. That's the only way out. You need to stop seeing all these things in the physical level. This is way more spiritual than you can imagine. You know, we are living in a society. Yeah, of course, no, we are all victims of this society. We are living in a society that don't want us to come to the truth. You know, just want us to go in circles. You know, every day in circles, in trauma. You know, from one trauma bond to another. Because the more we are hooked in these trauma bonds, the harder for us to come out of these circles. You know, I'm telling you, many relationships, many chaos you see about relationships nowadays, even on the social media, with people it's crazy. But sometimes it's even hard to explain to people that this is all trauma bond. It's trauma bond. They cannot understand it because they don't put in the work. They don't. Sometimes it's hard for me to explain things to people. Sometimes they will feel offended, or they might think you are crazy. You don't know what you are talking about. I've been there. I know. You have to put in the work. You have to embrace solitude. You have to heal. You have to be tapped in with the higher power, higher source, most high, mother and father that exist within you. You need to abstain from these activities to heal. You need to be connected to nature. You need to be out of all these noisy places and these low vibrational places. I'm not telling you to cut off friends and all this stuff, but you need to distance yourself from people who are not going the same direction you are going. Of course. Because you want to go forward, they will be pushing you backward. I'm telling you. There are a lot of things that we go through is caused by us. This hookup culture. You don't know somebody you just met just this night, maybe in a nightclub or something like that. The next thing you know, you are having sex with that person. You don't know who this person was having sex with in their entire life. You know nothing about them. They know nothing about you. We are just out there exchanging trauma bonds. You need to validate your energy because it's sacred. You need to validate your energy. My brothers, you need to validate your seed. Protect your seed. That's your God essence right there. You need to validate that. You don't give that to anybody. You need to validate that. That's power right there. That's what society don't want you to know about right there. I'm telling you. So you need to face solitude. You need to heal. Like I said, being lonely and being alone is different, okay? Being lonely and being alone is different. Face yourself. Face yourself and heal. Face yourself and heal. Before it's too late. I'm telling you. Heal these trauma bonds. And the only way you can do that is to be locked in. Stop chasing. Stop jumping from one relationship to another. Protect your energy and put in the work. Ground. Go in nature. Meditate. Ask to God for guidance, for discernment upon your life. When you, the student, is ready, the teacher will surely appear. We need to change the way we are functioning in this 3D. I'm telling you, things are changing. So you need to change. You need to heal these trauma bonds. It's not a one-day thing or 2 weeks or 1 month. Depends on how deep you have been there. And healing is a continuous thing. It doesn't stop. And this spiritual journey is a continuous thing. You never know everything. You keep learning every single day. So my brothers and sisters, sometimes we really don't know who we are, as human beings. It's only when you face yourself and distance yourself from all these distractions that this matrix always try to bombard us with. That's when you start to know really who you are. Facing solitude, protecting your energy. Sisters, being on celibate. Brothers, being on semen retention and being celibate. Protecting your energy. Validating your energy. Your seed is not for free. And it's not anybody who is worth it. You need to choose wisely. Follow your heart and your intuition. That is your GPS. You need to stop looking at people just in this physical. You need to stop seeing people just in the physical. This body, this beauty, this shape. You need to stop just seeing that. You need to look what is within. Look deep what is within. Follow your discernment. Your intuition. It will never deceive you. You just see a beautiful girl. She's looking so beautiful, so gorgeous. Have a good shape and everything. She starts, you start having a conversation and everything's going easy and everything. Okay, she's a good girl. Before you know it, trauma bond. For how long these things are going to continue like this? We need to change this. We need to change this. If we want to become the best version of ourselves, we need to stop this. We need to stop this. This really kill our growth. I'm telling you. Okay, brothers and sisters. So this is the message I have for you all today. I hope this resonates with somebody out there. So till next time, peace.